Rowan Miller and I started Miller Rich back in 2008, and the primary mission of Miller Rich is to provide day and residential supports to adults that have intellectual disabilities. And we do all of that in a family model environment, so it's very similar to foster care. And then back in 2012, we were kind of looking around for building space because we had gotten so large that we didn't want to stay downtown Nashville anymore. So we kept looking around and we said, gosh, wouldn't it be neat if we could also have a farm and provide employment supports to adults that have intellectual disabilities as part of our mission as well.
We found this building, Wade Elementary School. It was originally one of the oldest metro schools in Davidson County, dating back to, I think, around the 1850s. This school in the present location was built in 1936, so it's quite a historic building in this neighborhood.
So when we walked in, it was full of graffiti. Every window in the place was busted out, but it came with this beautiful property of 9 acres. So the bones of the building were great. We didn't have to change the outside structure. We were able to save the original floors from 1936, so we were able just to sand them down, refinish them, and they turned out beautifully. One of the other things that we did to help make the building really sustainable is we put in the energy efficient windows all throughout the building in order to help keep the costs and everything down, because the last thing you want are really bad leaky windows. We also decided to make the leap and put in a geothermal heat and air conditioning system, so that way we could be way more energy efficient, and we wanted to run the space as greenly as we possibly could. And we spent a year renovating the entire property. And with always of that dream of, okay, as soon as we get the building done, we can go ahead and start a farm in the back, whose mission then would be to not only employ adults that have intellectual disabilities at a fair wage, but it's also a great place where we can provide educational opportunities to some of the inner city kids and kids that don't necessarily get to know where their food comes from. So we've been able to meet both of those missions with starting the farm.
So my name's Benjamin Brown. I'm one of the farm managers at Old School Farm here in Bells Bend, Nashville. And Old School Farm was founded in 2013 on the grounds of the old Wade School right here in Bells Bend, with the vision of employing adults with disabilities in a meaningful way and producing sustainable food. And we try to produce as much quality produce as we can, as well as employ as many individuals with disabilities as we can, and find a good balance of the two. So we try and use the property that we have in a way that's both sustainable and is growing both produce and the people that we employ.
The Old School Farm is a nonprofit project, so we rely a lot on people's donations as well as what we can produce. We always welcome any help people can give, whether that's coming out and volunteering and taking produce home, or donating monetarily is great, coming out to our farm dances. So we just really want people to be involved and help out. It's a really great cause. Yeah.
Here at the farm we grow 100% organic, not certified, but all organic practices. And we grow over 40 different kinds of fruits and vegetables, totaling probably close to 100 varieties of different things, from peppers and eggplants to summer squash, cucumbers, lettuce, you name it. If it grows in Tennessee, we pretty much grow it here on the farm.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of amazing things going on out here, and I take a lot of pride in what we do. I mean, just the work that we do with adults with disabilities is one thing, but I mean, we're teaching sustainable agriculture, and it's, we're working with, with local food. We're being a part of the community. We're inviting the community to come here and see what we're doing, and it's just. When I've been here since the beginning, and to see how far the employees have come since that time, to see their confidence grow, and to see that sense of pride that they have in the work that they get to see growing out here every day, it's exceptional.
I think the Old School is becoming a great place for the local community people to come. As we're growing and we're hosting more and more events here, we have square dances once a month. We often have benefit events. We have farm-to-table dinners, all trying to bring people from the community to the school, both to see what we're doing and just to enjoy getting out away from the city, living a little bit in the farm country for just a short amount of time.
People are really attracted, I think, to the farm life. It's something that everybody wants to do, but they don't really realize how much work goes into it every single day. The idea of growing your own vegetables appeals to a lot of people, but it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. So what I've mostly seen is, from the guys that I work with, is, you know, they get out here and they're busting their tails every day in the heat. And it's, you know, the ones that have been here the longest, they understand it now. They know that they're gonna have literal fruits from their labor. It's just gonna take some time. The ones that are starting off new, they're out there weeding every day, they're hoeing, you know, they're planting those tiny little seeds, and they don't really see the end game yet. So once somebody's been here for about 6 months and they've seen the process from the beginning to the end, and they start to understand it, it's a really cool experience.